about 25 yards and picks up the first. Fed him on back-to-back plays, Brock, and he's got them moving now on this opening series.
Yeah, he's not needed any time at all to find his groove and settle in. This should set the table for the rest of the day.
They'll run the draw with Robinson. And he gets a few on the punch forward.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's Tua. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Might be able to start their game with a score here, Brock. This is 1st and goal. Man in motion here. Now they turn to their rookie from Georgia for the first time. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
Down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of...
And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our 1st quarter. The Giants in control so far. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Welcome back. Time for our 2nd quarter. The Falcons with a chance to score. Throwing on 2nd down, it's Tagovailoa. Catch made. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Only need 1 more yard on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. Robinson. And he's going to be stopped. 3rd goal winds up losing yardage. And now, Brock, will they challenge them again on 4th and goal?
I don't mind that call at all, Kate. A little RPO there on 3rd down situation, but they went to the run, and they just couldn't get enough.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. They'll run it with Robinson. And he gets in. Touchdown! Well, they took a gamble, and it paid off with a touchdown on 4th and goal.
And to do it on the ground at that, that's a confidence builder. Confidence builder for the big guys up front. Confidence builder for the running back to win at the line of scrimmage. And frankly, Kate, a confidence builder for this fan base that loves coaches being aggressive and going for it on 4th down.
Nick Folk now for the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good. They're able to answer early here. We are tied at 7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. He fields it from the 8. He dodged the tackle. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. So the Giants and offensive coordinator Matt Nagy sending their group back out to the fields. And as they do, let's talk about Matt. First year with the Giants as OC, but far from his first in that role here in the NFL. Same role in Kansas City the last 3 seasons, and before that, he was the head man of the Chicago Bears. New set of downs for him from the 31. Scatterby gets in here to begin the drive. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Dart setting in to throw here. Completed over the middle. They manage about 9 before a stop is made. And that's going to set up a Giants first down.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
First down, Giants.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. They'll motion Slayton left. Let's start on the play fake. And we put everything he's got behind it. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw, swatted away by the defense.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Here goes Dart to the air. Like a good target, Brock. Neighbors is there. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's got about 9 on that run, partner, down inside the 30. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it could be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from the blitz. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
It's Scannaboo on 2nd down. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological. This adds some layers to this 3rd down call. Do you try your hand at another run and hope it fares better? Tougher to go back to it again when it just gets stuffed.
Man in motion, headed right. On play action with Dart. And he's going to be brought down back to the 34-yard line. And that sends him back into a 4th and 11.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
So the Giants now going to call on their field goal unit. This will be from 52 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Falcons, and running back Bijan Robinson, getting set to begin another drive. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Drive begins here with Robinson. Jukes away from one. And a big chunk picked up on that play. Over 20, and he gets him the first.
That is textbook RPO right there, Kate. Quarterback's decision-making comes quick off the snap. And that back, you know that he's already looking for those lanes before the ball's even in his belly. Before that defense can adjust to the run, he hits that second level.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, and the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Tagovailoa now. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. He's going to be encouraged to that sideline. Gain of about 18. And that's going to be good for a Falcons first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10 from the 32. Going play action, Tagovailoa taking a chance to the end zone. He's got it. What a throw! Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London from 32 yards. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Falcon now to try the point after. Send right down the middle and good. They jump ahead by 4.
Makes the score Falcons 14, Giants 10.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. This return starts at the 5. Escapes the defender. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Giants and running back Cam Scadaboo driving back out there. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Giants lining things up. First and 10. Driving forward with Scadaboo. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be second and 5.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now second and 5. Takes the handoff, now Dart. Catch made by Austin. Breaks a tackle, he's still going. They get in there for the stop, but give him about 9 on the play. And that gives New York the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
New set of downs from 37. Motioning the tight end now. Darts back to throw. This is cuts. That's Slayton. He's brought down at the end of a nearly 30-yard gain. And it's going to be a New York first down. So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. More from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in just a moment. All set to go now from the 35. Darts looking to throw. It's caught right side by Johnson. And his effort after the catch gets him up near that marker. Gain of 9, Brock gets second down.
It's a gain
Hey,
of
you
9.
like these results on
Brings up
first. That
second
completion
and a
right
yard
there, right in the
at
window where all
27-yard
options are now
line.
available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Got 9 of the 10 with that last grab. Need to get the last yard now on second. Tight end going in motion here. Now Dart on second down. And with a man all over him, he just can't bring it in clean. It's an incomplete pass, and that brings up third down.
Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. A draw now. This is Tracy. And they get him down after a gain of 10. A great effort on his part. Pays off with the first down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line.
Well, they sold it like it was a pass, and by they, I mean everybody involved with the line of scrimmage. Great job by that O-line, the quarterback, everyone making it look like a pass, and then a huge burst for a chunk run.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. And they send a man in motion. They'll run here on first down. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It's second and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8. Here's start now. Short pass brought in. And give him about 4. Nothing beyond the catch. And hit got there quickly. Timeout called, and that's going to be the second for New York. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Needing 4 here on third down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. To throw. Here's Dart. Hits his running back. And that's going to be a 1st and goal as he goes out at the 3.
They call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection. Set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Now Dart. And the rush is going to win this rep. They get to it. And that's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 6-yard line.
Kate, little good news, bad news, right? Bad news, you take a sack. Good news is you do actually have a few more plays in your playbook. Everybody always says, well, you got more room to operate. No, what you have are now more options with that offense. Now you got to avoid taking a sack and get that ball out of your hand.
Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
On 3rd and goal, it's Dart. Throwing middle, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. Malik Neighbors on the 12th play of that series. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Now they'll try the point after. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut.
Makes the score
Lead now up to a field goal.
17. Falcons 14.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Takes it just shy of that end zone. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So a field goal game at the half. A good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. It's been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime report. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Starting the half with Robinson. And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. And lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Staying with Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards. Now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
That's a gain of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. They motion the tight end over. Throwing on 3rd, Tagovailoa. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll get to him here. Play finally put to an end after about 15 yards gained, and they got that first down too.
15 yards.
I just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Tua looking to throw. Branch snags this one over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
So 5 on the catch, 5 still to go on 2nd down. I'll run it with Robinson from the pistol. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
He's across midfield.
Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
On play action, here's Tagovailoa. That one complete to Pitts. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Tua out of the pistol. And this time they forced the incompletion. Defense was ready after he got him on that last snap. Now it's second down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Throwing on second down, it's Tagovailoa. Pitts brings it in. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him one on that short completion.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9, now 9 is what they need on third down. Now Tua to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down. Well, they're caught in that vicious cycle, Brock. They're losing partially because of the struggles they've had throwing the ball, but because they are losing, they got to keep throwing it and risking these contested lanes.
I've said to you once, I've said to you a million times, coordinator's job is to get you open, right? My job is to get you a one-on-one, and your job
is to win.
A 45-yard attempt.
And a kick by Folk is good. And that will tie things up in the third.
Here we go, all squared up once again after the first drive of the second half. Something tells me, though, Kate, these kickers, they better stay warm because more than likely their leg is going to play a big difference in this outcome.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Xavier Gibson now to return. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Giants and Malik Neighbors set to go to work again. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. New York to the line, 1st and 10. They put Austin in motion left. Not first down, they're going to start with Scanaboot. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play. It does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Austin put in motion right. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up third down.
On the tackle. A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Offense headed to the line, just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Throwing on third, here's Dodd. And that one's not going to be caught. Could have extended the drive, but the defender times it perfectly, breaks it up. That means it's 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and incomplete.
Jordan Stout headed out to punt it away on 4th. Takes it in at the 21. And he found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. The Falcons, running back Bijan Robinson, getting set to begin another drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Tagovailoa off the play fake. And this one's going to be incomplete. Catch there, but couldn't survive the contact. That's going to bring up second down. First play of the drive, Brock. You always tell me this, always the start of a new battle, and the defense wins round one in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right?
Yeah.
You got to now put yourself in a manageable third down after lack of execution on first.
On the keeper, here's Tagovailoa. Jukes away from one. And that's going to be 12 yards in the end on that keeper. Good work by the QB. First down coming up.
12 yards.
One thing I just marvel at about the QB of this era, Kate, is just how good they are in these situations, these zone reads. Their ball handling, the play action, the movement, and then the explosiveness to go get a big run off of it. That is just awesome.
They go play action with Tagovailoa. The pressure's there, and they drop him back at his own 45. And after the play, it's second down now and 17.
Brings up
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Second down, here's Tua. To the right and hauled in by Branch. There's the sack, but 22 yards given up before it. And it's going to be first down Falcons.
22 yards.
Those routes across the field become oh so dangerous the longer that play progresses. It gives him more time to get free, wiggle away from that man-to-man coverage. With enough time, it's almost inevitable. He'll find enough space for a completion.
Receiver in motion, he's headed right. First and 10, around to Robinson. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
This is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. Tua setting up to throw. That's Dotson with a catch out right. They manage about 9 before a stop is made. And that is good for an Atlanta first down.
9 yards.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its
First and
heels.
10 at the 20-yard line.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. Shotgun snap. A give to Robinson. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up first and goal.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal. Back to throw. Tua. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And he's going to be marked down about 4 yards away from that first down marker. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. This game remains tied after 3, so we'll decide things right here in the 4th quarter. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal. They've got a man in motion. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's going to salvage a couple by bouncing this outside, but that's it. It's a gain of 2. Give him a couple on the run, and they'll need the same here. Third and goal at the 2. Couldn't beat him again. He tried. He wanted that second touchdown too, Brock. Couldn't get it.
Yeah, I think a couple things, Kate. I don't think they're going to go away from him over the course of the game. And then that run sets up creative play action down by the goal line. Keep an eye on that.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal. Again, it's Robinson. And this time he gets in for the Atlanta touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to fourth and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on third and goal.
Falcons now to try the point after. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
Falcons 24, Giants 17.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to set this one flying. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, it can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
So 2nd and 13 now after that last catch wound up losing him 3 yards. They send a tight end in motion. Now on 2nd down, Dart. Now here he goes. And he's going to get this one ahead for what looks to be about 20 yards, maybe even a little more, and that 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First and 10 now from the 46. Scatterboo now from the gun. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down now. They need 7. Darts back to throw. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. 3rd down coming up.
You'll often hear quarterback coaches, offensive coordinators tell a quarterback if they're even, they're leaving. I don't think that receiver ever got even. There was no leaving. The coverage was too good to bat that one away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here goes Dart to the air. Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away. And after the play, one of the Falcons still out there injured. So we'll get a brief stoppage here as they check on him. The Giants are set to punt. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. And this one's away and looking good. Nice angle on this one, headed towards the sideline. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this 2nd half. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And it looks like he picks up around 3 before this takes him out of bounds.
This difference maker, well, he's up to 5 catches now for the game. And what I love about this, Kate, these are the contested catches. It may not show up as a lot of yardage, but these are the kind of catches you gain trust with the quarterback and much more importantly with the rest of your teammates.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And they were ready for this one. No running room at all. He's taken down behind the line.
Javon Holland on the tackle. A loss of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7.
They completed the pass, but they lost one on 2nd down. So now they've got 3rd down. Throwing now. Tagovailoa. Finds him on the crossing route. Ball to the ground finally after a gain of about 17 yards. And that's going to be good for a Falcons 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
We've set it downs from 37. Here's Tua. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Now we have a momentary stoppage for an injured Giant as they get somebody out there to tend to him. Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Now pitch it to Robinson. No one's around him. He's got space. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. Bijan Robinson. It's another here in the 4th.
Week after week how hard it is to run the football at the NFL level, and it is. But this guy today, he's making it look easy, and they rarely do that from the running back position.
Full call now to try the point after. Send right down the middle and good. And they now lead by 14 points.
Falcons 31, Giants 17.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. This makes it up to the 25.
The Giants take over.
New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And they just saw that lead stretched out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be at sky high right now.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Let's start on the ground here. Tracy. Contact is made, and that's going to take him out of bounds. Gain of about 21 on the play. And that will make it 1st down Giants.
1st down Giants.
Runs like that one, baby, that's where you could really see how locked in and in sync this offense is. The choreography up front to get all the blocking in place, the back's ability to see those holes as they open up, and the coach is finding the right call, Kate, for the right moment. It's beautiful to watch when a plan comes together.
Let's start on the play fake. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
I certainly don't mind completions nor getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands in a hurry, but that one was way too predictable as it goes backwards.
Offense to the line. Second down. Back to throw. Here starts. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Here start now. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
Sometimes I scratch my head with fourth down decisions, and this is fourth down territory for them, regardless of how much time left or where they're at on the field. You're down 2 scores. They've got to find 2 more possessions in this drive. It's got to end in points. You've got to end in a hurry.
Desperation time here on fourth. Pushes it toward the sideline, and he has it. Feet are inbounds. One of their biggest plays of the game so far, and it comes on a fourth down gamble. Not a distance you see a lot of conversions from, Brock, but on that play, these guys able to defy the odds.
They sure were, and that defense now has got to regroup because I think mentally you get to that down in distance, you feel like you're off the field. Now they've got to respond defensively.
Catch made by Austin. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
From the red zone now. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Now Dart. That one connects. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Calvin Austin scoring there to end an 8-play drive. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Giants offense and Dart looking to get 2 more here.
The Giants will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion.
That is tremendous defense. First and foremost, you've got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, boy, that is a huge win for the defense.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. He fields it from the 8. Escapes a defender. And an excellent effort there sets him up almost at midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. The Giants using their first timeout.
A gain of 2.
They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Tua looking to throw. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. Defense gets to him, shoves him out. Gain of about 16 before they did so. And it's going to be 1st down Falcons.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
Has a lane inside the 25. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown!
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they could take it to the house.
Folk on now to try the point after. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And another to their lead.
38. Giants 23.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now here comes the New York offense. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. To throw. Here's Dart. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
So 5 on the catch, 5 still to go on 2nd down. Dart setting in the throw here. Dumped off to his running back. That play picks up about 6 yards as he stopped. And that's going to set up a Giants 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
It's crunch time now, baby. 2-score game, just 2 timeouts, plus, of course, that 2-minute warning. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught.
Complete.
Good tackle as that ball is secured, limits that gain to 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Giants trail by 15. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. He dodged the tackle. Small gain on the play, maybe 4 yards. And that gives New York the 1st.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's 1st down. Hits him on the out route. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
Looked like a first for a moment, but still a couple of inches left to go. Second down. Throwing the out route complete. He's going to be taken out after a gain of 5. And it's going to be a New York first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that play off the snap.
Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. Darts looking to throw. On it, and he nearly picked it. Oh, couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's second down.
That's a good old-fashioned good news, bad news. Good news defensively, yeah, you knocked the ball down. The bad news is you had a chance to pick it.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. Dart now on second down. It's caught right side by Johnson. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
That's good tight coverage right there defensively, but even a better throw on the play. Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet. But I say to you all the time, Kate, completions, completions, completions.
Needing 4 here on third down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Throwing now. He's going for it himself. And Dart's got him a fresh set of downs there as he slides to a stop. Timeout called, and that's going to be the second for New York. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Only 1 timeout remaining. They've got to work quickly here. It's first and 10. Darts back to throw. He's got it at the 6. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in 1 game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
Extra point try coming. This would importantly make it a 1-score game. And it's up and good. And they've moved back within a possession here in this fourth quarter.
Falcons 38, Giants 30.
So everything comes down to this onside kick with less than a minute to go. And the Falcons are all over the kick. That should just about wrap things up here.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. Their lead still more than a field goal, thankfully, should the worst happen, Brock. But obviously the goal here is to hang on to the ball and try to run this game out.
Yeah, the goal is to get to the best formation in the history of offensive football. The victory formation.
The victory formation.
That is all that you're thinking right now is just make these plays, run out this clock so we could take one more knee and celebrate.
With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out. So the Falcons earn the win in this one. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.